With the year almost being over, I think it's safe to say we had a good time playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This year. Despite the fact that we have a Tier 0 format that we're currently in, Yu-Gi-Oh! For the most part introduced us some dope things. We got Master Duel, we got tournaments again, competitive tournaments, regionals, etc. However, with that being said, this year was far from perfect, and in this video I'm going to talk about 3 things I want to see in 2023. And then shooting straight into the video, I want to see online registration for all events. Earlier this year, or maybe it was last year, I kind of forgot. The year's been blurred ever since the crush card virus took over the world. I went to one of the regionals, ran by this company called the Side Deck, and everything was pre-registration. You upload your deck list online. You can get there a little later. I mean, you still had to turn in your registration form. You still have to fill out that stuff and show your ID. But for the most part, everything just submitted in the deck list was a breeze. And I think we need to have all of that in every YCS we go to moving forward, not just from one company. Because, bruh, you know how annoying it is to have to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go to your local venue to make sure you get a spot for the regionals, because sometimes these regionals do get overcrowded, unfortunately, just to get told you gotta fill out your deck list, which I don't know about y'all. Every time I gotta write something with my hand instead of typing it, it annoys me. Like, I feel like we're still living in the 90s. And then after you fill out your form, you gotta fill out the other paperwork, submit the list, then walk around, hopefully eat. Like, when I did my whole Indianapolis, the Side Deck regionals, smooth, calm, and collective. I don't understand why we haven't had a system like that. Konami is 2022. It's not 1999. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, I think you guys can all agree, having pre-registration for every event we go to. Hell, even on the local level, like, there should be something from Konami specifically, like on their website, where you can go to like locals, regionals, YCS, pre-register for your event, and just go there, have some fun, so that way you ain't got to turn out everything. And I know locals don't require deck lists, but sometimes locals do special events like box tournaments and case tournaments who they may or may not require a deck list. And in those cases, Konami should have the platform to do that, so that way it'd be a lot easier for everybody else. The second thing I want to see for Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming into 2023, no more crush card requirement. Now you guys already know what I mean by crush card. If you guys don't, at the start of 2020, something happened around the world. I call it the crush card virus. You guys may call it something different. However, I'm so sick and tired of going to regionals, big events, put up your mask. Do you have your paperwork? And it's kind of like, you know, as somebody who got everything taken care of, I needed to take care of as far as wearing my mask to make sure I'm good at these events. It's kind of getting old. I live in Chicago. And I think almost every state in America don't require a mask. I don't know any place that really requires mask outside, I think, post office and elderly homes, because I do a lot of grocery deliveries as my side job right now. And I deliver to elderly homes at times, and they require to go in those buildings, but that's it. Bars, movies, restaurants, no mask. Go on an airplane, no mask. Some people may argue the mask never worked anyway. I'm not trying to have a political debate on that. My point is, in 2023, I want Konami to tell us to put the mask down, put the paperwork down, and let's get back to business as usual for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's a lot of players who was not able to get the you-know-what for their own personal reasons and their own religious reasons, and rightfully so. And there's also people who, let's be frank, are just claustrophobic as hell in these masks at these big events. And at this point, when no one's requiring it, why in the F are we still required for a freaking card game? Makes no sense to me. So I want Konami to be done with that in 2023. If they not, I'm still gonna play regardless. However, it's just very uncomfortable knowing when I go to a convention to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not elderly chess, not elderly Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's not me making fun of old people, but for them, I get it because they're elderly and a lot of them have a lot of things that can be wrong with them. But for like something regular like this, and the fact that the world is not requiring these things anymore, it's only card games from what I've been told, like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Some card games that don't, like White Swords, I heard don't even require, but I don't know for sure. Maybe you guys can let me know about that in the comments down below. But all these extra requirements just to enjoy a hobby is kind of annoying. At a certain point, players are going to be like, F this. We're not going to events unless we can just not wear these uncomfortable things. Even people I know who are fully taken care of in the arm and everything like that, you guys know what I'm talking about once again. Even they feel like it's ridiculous at this point that you, after all of that, you're still getting told you have to have an extra step of measurement. Like, what are you really scared of? This is just company politics, and I don't think, honestly, I don't want politics in my game. And the number one thing I want from Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2023, cash prizing. Let me sip some water for that one, cuz, man, I'm about to get into it. I've been raving about cash prizing for the longest. RIP to Kazuki Takahashi. I understand Konami wants to respect his wishes, or wanted to respect his wishes about the cash prize, and they didn't even want to bring it up because of what happened to him. Once again, RIP to him. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a business, it's a card game, and I'm going to ask for cash prizing every year until we get it, because I still feel like it's BS. Magic has cash prizing. Pokemon has cash prizing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, you get a playmat, some deck boxes that cost us nothing, and that's pretty much it. The only Yu-Gi-Oh! Event that's really worth traveling to and winning, in my personal opinion, all clout and BS aside, it's freaking Nationals. Because with Nationals, you want to travel, you get to go to Worlds, and all that other sweet stuff after that. Nationals is the only event that's worth traveling to and giving it your all. YCS, yeah, you get clout if you really win. I mean, you get the card, the prize card, but you mainly get the clout and the notoriety in the community, which is cool. But as somebody who is an adult, and like a lot of you guys are adults, and in the trend of the gaming community, every gaming community, for the most part, that's taken seriously have cash prizing. I don't think I should have to explain this, but a lot of you guys, I know somebody's gonna comment, well, you know, we don't need cash prizing. It's gonna make the game be bad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't need it. I hate these competitive trolls, and it's like, bro, I don't know about y'all, but I personally want the game to be taken seriously, and I feel like we're almost there. We're at the brink of nostalgia. Master Duel was a success despite the fact of us not having an official TCG simulator, because Master Duel is TCG, but it's not an official TCG simulator. It's a weird, it's its own little format in itself. So my thing is this. If we're going to be doing all this investing, all this play testing, what is it for Konami to give us cash prizing? Like, it's not, and I know people always say it's for the love of the game. All that crap, bro. Money talk, BS walk. I'm calling for cash prizing for regionals, YCS. Reason, and obviously nationals. Reason being, every other card game has it. We should have it. And the prize right now freaking suck. You top 8 of regionals, you get a playmat, you get a deck box, and that's it. Now, imagine if you top 8 of the regionals, and this could be a tax write-off for Konami, which is why I don't understand why they won't do it. Like, most of the game, because their original excuse for not giving us cash prizing in the past was they don't want kids gambling. I don't know about y'all, but every time I go to a YCS, I maybe see 2 kids there. And when I went to Nationals this past year, because it was in my own backyard, Chicago, there may have been 15 kids in the Dragon Duel. So we have a stupid rule that's made for kids, and a majority of your player base are adults. Now, obviously, I think you can get like a PS5, PS4, or whatever if you want a YCS. Bro, as an adult, I can buy my own game system. Give us something that, yeah, the cloud is cool. Give us something that's worthwhile our event. Like, every regional top 8 person, I feel like regionals should get like a breakdown of $1,000. I think that's very feasible for Konami. Give every regional breakdown of $1,000. First place gets like 500 cash, and then break it down for the top 8, and however you guys want to work that out. And then I feel like for YCSs, if you want a YCS, bro, you should get at least 10K. I feel like YCSs should have a prize pool of 25K minimum. First place gets 10K, second place gets 5K, and break it down from there. And not only will we see people take the game way more seriously, like myself, I ain't gonna lie, I might switch up to Meta Hero. You call me Rogue Hero no more, because, like, it gives me more of an extra incentive to take the game 10 times more seriously. Now, I'm still going to have my rogue spice, obviously. However, there's a lot of players I know who don't take this game seriously because of lack of cash prizing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is mainly surviving off of nostalgia. My nostalgia is because I've been playing local since I was 12. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very special game to me. And yeah, but a lot of other people's nostalgia is from watching the anime. Nostalgia can only last too long when you become an adult and you're thinking about, man, do I really want to take off vacation, take off work this weekend to play some Yu-Gi-Oh? And you like, well, if I win, even if I win the tournament, by God freaking being, or I know if I'm good enough to win, I'm only going to get a deck box, a special card that I probably could sell for $1,000 on the secondary market. Like, YCS winners shouldn't have to rely on the secondary market to make money. So, in my opinion, man, we need cash prizing. Now, are we going to get it? Probably not. No one Konami? Probably not. But I'm hoping for it because there's really, at this point, there's really no reason why we don't have it. Like, if you guys wonder why I'm doing this, it was a fly that was right there. I'm like, what the hell? But there's really no reason why we shouldn't have cash prizing because the game has been around for so long. And once again, I respect Kazuki Takahashi, and I understand that he did not want that as a thing in the card game originally. I don't know how he must have felt about it in the future, but originally the conversation was because he didn't want kids gambling. But come on now, dog. I would like to believe if he revisited that idea and thought, he would have said, okay, let's introduce cash prizing. I got a theory. I think Konami's holding cash prizing back for when the game actually takes a huge decline, and they're going to probably use that as a way to reel players back in. And they about to do something fast because I got to tell you, people are tired of this tier 0 format. But I don't even want to talk about like balanced formats. I feel like that's common sense. Everybody should want that. But the main thing I want is cash prizing. No more of these goofy restrictions when we go to events. And lastly, I wanted, what did I say? I forgot, bro. Online registration for all events because, once again, we're in a 2023, going into 2023. We should have that for every event anyway. So post thoughts and opinions about this video. Let me know what you guys want from Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2023 in the comment section down below. It's your boy Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace.